echo my fellow chiefs' thanks to the Exchange Club, to Woodbury, Andover, and to all of you out there who we all seem to work so well together, everybody that's businessmen in the community, and my fellow public safety officers from Lawrence General Hospital paramedic units and Patriot ambulance. As a firefighter in Lawrence, I can testify that we Lawrence firefighters really feel most comfortable, most suited, and best equipped for extinguishing a fire in a 3-tenant house. We know the layout, we know what to expect, we know how to get it done, most of the time. However, emergency medical calls are the #1 response to the Lawrence Fire Department. In 2012, we responded to over 2,000 medical calls, EMS calls. On the majority of those EMS calls, we arrive on scene either shortly after or about the same time as Patriot ambulance and the crews from Lawrence General Hospital paramedics. There are a couple of reasons why. The primary reason is the way the 911 calls for emergency medical are processed. And another reason is that it physically takes a bit longer to get a fire crew out the door to move down the road with that big red truck. When we do get on the scene, we provide whatever assistance the EMTs and paramedics may need. So when Lawrence firefighters do arrive on the scene of an EMS incident and there's no one else there, it's unusual. On the morning of January 17, 2012, at 4:48 a.m., Engine 5, manned by Lieutenant Edward Nutter, firefighters MIGUEL BAEZ, Christopher King, Steve POLEY, Raymond KENYAN III, responded from the Central Fire Station to 13 Grafton Street, first floor, for report of a person having a seizure. Arriving on scene before Patriot ambulance and the Lawrence General Hospital paramedics, the crew from Engine 5 found a female unconscious and unresponsive. They checked for breathing. She was not breathing. They opened her airway and initiated rescue breathing. They checked for a pulse, and finding no pulse, they began chest compressions and attached the AED to the patient. As they continued, they received 3 no-shock advice from the AED and continued CPR. A period of 4 to 5 minutes passed before the ambulance and paramedics arrived on scene. At that time, care was transferred to the paramedics. Engine 5's crews assisted in getting the patient into the ambulance and drove the paramedics' vehicle to Lawrence General. On the following day, Engine 5's crew was informed that their actions and performance on the previous morning helped the patient to survive a heart attack. 6 months later, on July 20th, 2012, at 11:52 a.m., Engine 5, once again manned by Lieutenant Edward Nutter, firefighters MIGUEL BAEZ and Steve POLEY, responded to an emergency medical report for a person having a seizure at 232 Hampshire Street. On their arrival, they found an adult male not breathing with no pulse. Lieutenant Nutter and firefighter BAEZ began CPR as firefighter POLEY readied the AED. After the AED analyzed the person and 1 shock was administered, the crew continued CPR until the shock was given to the patient. They continued until the ambulance arrived on the scene and once again assisted the ambulance crew getting the patient into the ambulance. Once in the ambulance, 1 more shock was given to the patient. And after the shock was given, the person began to breathe on his own. The crew continued to assist the ambulance EMTs and paramedics in getting everyone safely to Lawrence General. I'm proud to honor Lieutenant Edward Nutter, firefighter MIGUEL BAEZ, firefighter Steve POLEY, firefighter Raymond KENYAN III, and firefighter Christopher King for their performance in saving the lives of these individuals.